boils it down. I do like the fact that they're starting to sow the seeds of dissent between Bayley and Banks because they're both champions. They both got something to lose. And to start this feud at SummerSlam and run it through Mania, that's what you got to do. And I think this is the feud you pull that trigger on this year.
Maybe it wasn't an official name because I'm not finding anything on here, but I heard a really stupid name. But do we know why Asuka's facing both of them?
Because she wants all the gold to prove that she's better than both of them. They've both been fucking her off, and it's for Kairi Sane and all this other stuff, too.
They've been fucking her off. That's an odd way of putting it, but we'll go with it. They've been fucking her off. Okay, so who do you got?
I think we just, I guess, because I am, Asuka for both, probably.
Isn't that what we're doing, is just guessing the whole thing here?
Yes, but I'm saying Asuka for both, just to get it out of the way and done with.
Okay, yeah. I
think you start the Bayley-Banks war now. I mean, it doesn't start now, but it starts soon.
My thought is, I don't think she's going to win both of them, but if I vote for her on both of them, she's winning.
You're going to get 1 point, yeah.
And if I did one or the other, I have a chance of losing 2 points. So it's like, well, but I would love to see her win it. I want her to be,
What if Bayley and Banks fight each other in both matches to get disqualified so they retain their belts? That'd be a thing.
They could, but I would think
that would be Asuka winning both matches, though. So
I know don't add logic to an illogical situation, but I would think if Sasha came down and interfered and Bayley got disqualified, that somebody backstage would change the Raw one to a no DQ match or something like that.
Yeah.
But, that's again trying to add logic to an illogical situation. They won't do it. But I could see that happening, yeah. But, yeah, for points-wise, we'd still both win.
Yeah.
I'd be disappointed, though. I'd like to see two-belt Asuka.
Yeah, I think so. She deserves it. After everything they put her through after, she was supposed to be the hottest thing in the company, and they're like, but we got Ronda Rousey, too.
Yeah. And they've seemed to kind of been coming back around to her now and giving her more respect and more credit.
She's going to win both belts, and Rousey's going to come back and take them from her.
You could.
Or Charlotte. Charlotte will be like, I'm ready for Asuka again.
Right? I could see that. Yeah.
By the way, I was backstage and I found this Money in the Bank briefcase, and I know it's not seasoned, but it has a contract in it. I'm challenging you for a match for these belts right now, and she walks out of SummerSlam as two-belt Charlotte.
Right? That would just be too fucking much.
No, talk about too fucking much. Up next, we have the Universal Championship match, seeing the monster Braun Strowman versus the Fiend Bray Wyatt. When the Fiend turns into a demon, he puts on a mask. Braun Strowman turned into the monster and just shaved his head. He reminds me of Big Show, and Big Show is just a beard,
So that's why they changed the stipulation for Rose and DeVille, because Braun Strowman already took it. God damn it! We can't do it twice. We just had that.
Was this so the Swamp match was a hair versus hair match? Is that what you're telling me?
I think it was. I think it was, and I think that.
Gotta hate matches like that with no finish. Like, what was the point in me even watching that? That was.
I don't know. I do know, though, I think Braun Strowman pissed off Vince McMahon by cutting his hair and having to change the Mandy-Sonya match, so I'm going to say the Fiend wins it.
Yeah, I don't know why I wrote this earlier, but the monster. I feel like there's Alexa Bliss is coming into the picture here, and maybe Braun is pulling a smart card and using Alexa to trick the Fiend into stuff, thinking like he's got the power. I don't know, because I feel like the same thing is going to happen in the main event match, but not with Alexa Bliss. Somebody with equally as platinum hair, I guess. But I'm going to stick with my earlier pick and say the monster.
All right. That works. Then we move into a match that could be quite a show stealer, honestly.
It could be.
Got the United States Championship match, Apollo Crews defending his U.S. title against MVP, who I'm so glad to see back in the ring.
Who's Apollo Crews got in his corner is my question, because you know MVP is going to have Bobby Lashley and Benjamin Shelton. That's a problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is MVP going to win gold in 2020? Is that going to be the last part of the apocalypse?
I wouldn't be against it. He can still wrestle pretty damn good, and he's still awesome on the mic.
Yeah, I haven't really seen him compete since like the first couple of bumps he took when he came back, and those didn't please me. It looked like he was going to hurt himself.
Yeah, I guess I can honestly say I probably haven't seen him wrestle for over a year, so maybe not. I know before that he was still on top of his game, but
I'm sure he's on top of his game in NBA 2K20.
There you go. He's balling. So what you got then?
Well, what do you got?
Well, I'm going with Apollo Crews. I don't think he should lose it now. I don't know that he's getting any respect, but he's such an amazing athlete, and having a win over a veteran like MVP and somebody that can probably, even if he's 3/4 of what he used to be, should be able to put on a really decent match with him and make it enjoyable. I think that's what needs to happen. I think you use MVP to put over Apollo.
I think so too, and I think this boils down to probably a fucky kind of disqualification finish where Crews is doing really good against MVP and Lashley and Benjamin get involved. Something along those lines where MVP can punk him and they can still beat him up, but Apollo Crews keeps his gold. Yeah. It's really cool that Apollo Crews is on a match in the middle of the card. That's something I never thought I'd see.
That's something that we didn't expect for a long time, yeah. I'm glad.
Then we got the number one contender for match of the weekend, Fat Mac. It's a street fight between Prince Dominic Mysterio and Seth freaking Rollins, your Monday Night Messiah. Did you see him get beat to hell with the kendo stick? Did you see the welts on Dominic's body? Dominic, it was like last week.
No, I have not seen that.
Oh boy, yeah, he had welts on his front and his back. Seth Rollins made him his bitch. Dominic is no good in wrestling. He doesn't look like a wrestler. He doesn't move like a wrestler. I don't know why. How is this so worth it to Ray that he's got to sell his soul to WWE?
He's the David Flair and the Garrett Bischoff and the of wrestling, where he's just honestly, so he gets pushed.
CPS should get involved with Rey Mysterio's family over this. Dominic should be in an independent promotion to start his career for sure, and not debuting in a match at SummerSlam 2020 unless he's Braun Strowman's tag team partner.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know how.
It is a street fight, though, Anything can happen in a street fight.
It's Seth Rollins versus a new guy who doesn't have any experience in a street fight. I don't know, man. I don't know. Dominic Mysterio looks... God damn it. Who's the one you don't like from the Inner Circle?
Guevara. Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, he's a giant Sammy Guevara.
You know what? I can kind of see that.
He should be in AEW, man. Jericho could take him into the Inner Circle. He can be a Barriqua. I think I said that wrong.
No, Barriqua.
Okay.
They could do a skit where like Sammy Guevara just isn't cutting the mustard, and they do like 2 weeks where they show like a training montage, and then when
they
he's
inject
done,
him with the Captain America serum.
There you go, yeah, and then it comes back and it's Dominic Mysterio instead of Sammy. We never see Sammy again.
That's the one side effect is he lost all of the talent he actually had in the first place.
Oh, he didn't have it.
No, I think SG can go in the ring. I think he needs
He
to not
can
do
go
so
better
many.
than Dominic. I'll
Yeah.
give you that. He can go better than Dominic.
No, I think Sammy Guevara versus Cody Rhodes in AEW is still one of my favorite fast-paced matches in that company.
You go, girl.
I will.
So where are we at? We're stretching it.
Oh,
We're stretching it.
yeah, we're stretching it. I gotta go with Prince Blanket.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a street fight. Anything can happen.
I mean, it's his father's soul. If his father's soul is fueling this, I think his kid has to get a win. I don't know how it's gonna happen.
I'm surprised that Dominic's so bad in the ring because you'd think he'd have some of his dad's talent. I mean, Eddie Guerrero was awesome.
Yeah, but you remember how fat Dominic was a year ago when they first started bringing him around?
You just missed the joke. I think it went over your head. Remember they had the storyline where Eddie Guerrero was his father?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just joking.
Yeah,
Eddie Guerrero was
I don't listen to you when you talk. That's the problem.
Yeah, we both have that.
No, the old lady was just headed out the door for work. I apologize.
I'm going Seth Rollins, though. I don't think Mysterio loses anything by losing this one, and I don't see really even what he gains.
I just wanted to write Prince Blanket really bad.
That's cool. I can dig it. Blanket wants to be a prince. And I don't know that. I've just heard rumors that that's what he's going to be going as. Is Prince Mysterio.
Yeah, he's supposed to be getting a mask too, is what I heard.
Yeah, because Rey Mysterio, in Spanish means King of Mystery, and so the King's son would be the Prince of Mystery.
I just feel like if he does get a mask, he'd earn it through victory, right?
Yeah.
His father wouldn't be like, "I'm so proud of you for getting your ass beat by Seth Rollins. Here's a mask to cover your face so people don't know you're my son."
What if he's so ashamed of him for losing that he has to cover his face? Oh,
he sells him to Vicky Guerrero. Oh boy!
All right, then we got the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Rey Mysterio gave his eyeball for this shit. What is this? What? Why? It's not worth it, Ray. I wish I could shake him and be like, "What are you thinking? Your kid is never going to hold a championship. Maybe tag team titles with, like, I don't know. I don't know who he'd even tag with.
I don't know, but Ray and his one eye could team with
Shorty G. Shorty G and Prince Mysterio.
If Rey Mysterio is walking around with one eye, he could start teaming with PCO, and together they'd have two good eyes.
There you go. Except they're at extremely different elevations.
Oh, so it's cross-eyed. They'd be called the cross eyes. The lazy eyes. Oh, PCO, I miss you in these times. Raw Tag Team Championships. This could end up being a really good one.
I'm looking forward to this.
Versus Andrade and Angel Garza.
I love all of these men. They are, in my eyes, the future of the WWE Tag Team division, whereas, New Day and shit's getting a little stale.
They should be. I will underline that for sure.
I know you like to say Street Profits are just like Crime Time, but I think there is a huge difference. And I think, when I think Street Profits, I think next level New Day. That's where I sit.
Oh, they definitely got more... they definitely have more talent than Crime Time.
Yeah, they don't go.
Sure.
Crime Time was more of a, hey, we're black superstars and we're doing black things and we're from the hood, and
right.
and Street Profits is more of a everybody can get behind this gimmick.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, Street Profits they've gone swimming in the ocean and came back every time, and
yes.
Crime Time can't say that.
Yeah.
So. Too soon?
And they didn't spill their cups either.
No, they didn't. I'm going with Mr. Flair. Mr. Flair and Angel.
Yeah.
Just because it's Mr. Flair and because the Profits have had it for a while, and just I don't know, it's going to be a good match, and I always err on the side of nepotism a lot of times.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. I got to go with Street Profits. I like them a lot. It's going to be good times.
It should be good.
And that brings us to your main event of the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. It's the WWE Championship match sponsored by Snickers and KFC.